9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1.
Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live. Oh, yes, my friends. That can only mean that we're going to have some fun tonight. We are going to have some fun tonight. Up here tonight, way high above the land of Petacotia down below me. Yes, my friends, we are here high in the inspirational space station, circling your planet right now. No matter where you are, look up. There I am. There I am. I see you filing in over here. God love you down there on the planet. I can see you. I'm looking right down now on the planet on Aline. Hello, Roseanne. I can see you. Hello, Mackenzie. I can see you too. Did you know that? And Joe, there you are. Hello, dear. And Aline and Sky, Lady Sky. I can see you all. It's amazing when I look down on from my planetary glasses. That's why I come up here. Not to physically look down on people. It's because I love to be able to share my experiences with you. And that's why today, once again, you find yourself with me, your professor. Hi. Oh, in the hills of Petacotia. No longer, my friends. I've jetted off. You see what's going on tonight? I have very little control of what's going on tonight. This is not really true. I'm having a great time. We're going to have a lot of fun. What do you mean? What do you mean, Isis? Isis knows something, and I'm not sure how Isis could know anything. I don't. Oh, I see. Oh, Mark Holly's already. Oh, there he is. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, there. Yeah, he's in the chat with us. Darn right, Mark Holly's in the chat. Give him some love right now. Darn it, give him some big love because we're all here tonight, gathered once again here in the inspirational space station with your professor, and you and me and all my friends out there online tonight. Thank you for being every single she-devil that's in proximity. Much love to you. You're some of my favorites. I'm really enjoying our connection. I really am. We share things back and forth all around the planet. It's a beautiful thing. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. There you go. Mark says he's watching the show from Sonoma. Interesting. I think I've got an idea in a little bit. I've got an idea. I know he's probably looking at either working in the studio or tucking his children in. I've got an idea in a little bit. But either way, I'll surprise him with something. We will have a great show. Thank you, Mark. And by the way, you're in the show because my goal tonight, my friends, was to take... Eric's been on our show 3 times, and I thought, I'm going to take a little segment from each of the 3 times he's been in here and present it back to you again and say, hey, listen, check this out, because this is why we have so much fun in here when he comes and visits us and why I can actually edit so much fun stuff out of there. So prepare to learn something tonight and prepare to laugh with something tonight. And I think you're going to love something tonight as well. And surprises are always good. And I love you too, Rosanna, and I love you. Thank you, Cassie and Joe and Tammy Bell. Tammy Bell, God, I love that name. It rings like Bruna Lima. Where's Bruna? Is she in here yet? Maybe not. And Thala's not going to be with us, I understand. But you know what? We're going to do the show, and Thala's going to watch it later. That's how these things happen in life. By the way, know that you can always, like you are right now around the world, checking in with me. And God bless you for waking up and starting your day off with me. By the way, I had something for you just in case.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
There you go. That's just for you, because I realize half the time when I'm here in my Tiny House Live, Tiny House Live, it's 8 o'clock in Pacific Cali time, and I'm starting off my evening with you, and I realize a lot of you are waking up with me in the morning, and some may think, how'd that happen? And I'm saying, that's not a bad thing. It's good to wake up with me in the morning in one way or another. And I'm glad to have you here. Cup of tea, cup of coffee, a little word from your professor. Hey, Donovan Stark just checked it. Oh, hi, Donovan. I got this for you. Ready? Darn right. And we'll make sense of all this in a little bit, and even some... That's right, even some Choli time. I've got a little something planned for all of us tonight. I'm so glad to have you all here, lining up like you are right now. Glad to have you in the house. Donovan, especially you, my brother. You know, I want to, matter of fact, you're a good place for me to start off, my friend, because you're kind of where this all begins with us, and of course, Donovan with the band Stark Raving Mad and his brother, and just amazing stuff. And of course, that was Eric Martin's intro into Stark Raving Mad. And I wanted to go back tonight and pull a section out that I did from the first Eric Martin visit in here. And before I go too far in that, I'm going to give some huge loves and credits to Tony Stouffer and Jay Cosbrook, who were on the first initial show with me. And that was just so much fun. And you'll see why when I play the clip back. So on that note, what I do have for you tonight is 3 individual clips and a little chat in between. And we're going to show you some history. We're going to show you why it's so much fun with having Eric in the show. Because if you haven't seen all of this, and by the way, everything I'm going to show you tonight is edited out. And if you're on the YouTube page that I'm showing you right now, if you look at the bottom, you'll see they are indeed my highest tracking shows that I've done. Of course, very easy to find these full shows at the bottom of my YouTube page, which is where is it? Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live. And what do we love? That's right. It's right at youtube.com/ViralMediaArt. And I haven't already got you to subscribe to my wonderful little corner of the world. Please do at some point tonight. Subscribe and select that little notification bell. Set it to all so we'll always find each other. Isn't that a wonderful thing? I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, my God. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, whoa. What happened in here? Jeez. All of a sudden, my thrusters kicked in and said, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to fix something. Hang on. What is it? What's going on over here? Oh, there we go.
If you would place yourself in the environment of the theme on which you are working, perhaps you might create the mood needed for inspiration.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Peabody. I appreciate it. I will try to increase my mood. And here, oh my goodness, I'm not sure what happened to my turbo thrusters tonight. But either way, we're going to start off the show to get me out of here and get us into this little piece of first segment that I've got for you. This is a slice out of a piece of heaven from the first episode that Eric popped in with Tony Stouffer, with Jay Cosbrook, and it was just a fun. And it started all this. So sit back and laugh, sit back and relax. I got to fix this because I'm not sure what's going on down here. It's like I feel like I'm at Woodstock, and I'll be right back. And we're going to play you about a 20-minute piece. Hang out. This is fun. You're going to love this. We'll come back, and I've got 2 more segments from there. Hang on. Enjoy this chat. I'm going to be able to chat a bit tonight because I'm watching this with you too, almost for the first time as well. Although I put it together the other night, and I laughed like crazy. Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live. That's right. And in that I am Tiny House Live, and in that I'm juggling all these little chores I'm going to do, I'm off to play you the very first segment, as I just suggested. You ready? All right, who's with me already before we dive off? And Fabiola, hello. Anna, and there's Anna, and there she is. Annie's here. Anna's here. Donovan, of course, is with us. Brother, thank you so much. And William Lati, that'd be Haiki. Haiki's in the house. I'm so glad to have you with us. God, what's going on in my crazy world? I got to figure this out. Oh, my goodness. I think I'll figure it out. In the meantime, folks, welcome. Inspirational Space Station, Tiny House Live. Tonight, the best of Eric Martin moments. That's what we're doing tonight. You're with me. All right, here we go, kids. We're going to come up. I'll be back on the other side. You're going to enjoy the sit back, relax, and off we go. Off we go. Off we go. No way! No way!
This is like going back in time.
This is like going back in time. Where are we, Sherman?
God, my voice was so freaking high. This would be way before my balls dropped, you know. I'm just here to tell you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that must be Eric Martin right there in my tiny house tonight.
Hi, folks. Hi, tiny house fans.
Welcome, welcome, my friend. And, you know, sitting between, you know, two buddies. You know, we're all about rock and roll tonight, aren't we? Come on,
call
man.
ourselves
Go
old rock and roll stars.
No, that's not what we call ourselves.
To see the poster of Stark Raving Mad, and like Jay, like everybody looked like they looked like TV actors from the past. Jay looked like he was Ralph Macchio. I was Ralph Macchio. He could have been Chachi.
Chachi, you know? That's it.
And then we were talking about Mark Choli. Mark Choli, when he was, remember, he looked like Tony Danza.
Yeah,
he did. He was so cute, you know, like go over to his house. He was so cool. He had his, I think he might have had a Rickenbacker bass. Rickenbacker bass, and he had a tiny little, you know, I think he even had bunk beds. He was cool.
Beds. He was cool. He had bunk beds. You were cool.
Yeah. And then Tony, I was just talking to Tony in the green room, which is out in the courtyard.
Yeah, next to the llama.
That's
right.
so bad.
It's all right.
And I go, were you always Tony Lonely back in the day? I mean, you weren't. You were an Electric Toys.
Electric Toys first.
Rival bands.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where we started last a couple weeks ago.
Awesome.
Was with Electric Toys and bringing it forward.
Don't you remember Tony Lonely did a lot of good gigs with you?
A lot. Yeah,
we played in Hayward and
Cotton
Cabaret. Even the El Rancho Grand Ballroom one time.
Was it
4 and 5? It was 4 and 5.
We sold it out.
Why do they call it the Grand Ballroom at the El Rancho? That's what I want to know.
That's kind of what I call loose-fitting pants.
or really good Chinese food. Okay.
We'll see what the fans like at home. They go, Eric's was funnier. All right, Randy, so good to see you,
It's
Randall.
good to see you, too. We were recalling shortly. You remember the last time we actually saw each other?
Yeah.
It was the Mystic Theater, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, of course it was. Well, you're like baked into the walls. Aren't you?
I'm much more baked now than I was then, Eric. I really am. A year in here by myself.
Take my wife.
Darn, I take my wife.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. It was actually a Y&T show, and that's what it was. And you know why I remember that? Because you're the support act there, and God knows I love Y&T and Dave Menichetti, and it's just, I mean, all the way down.
You're talking to a major fan as well.
I know.
Mighty Y&T,
and that's why we're in the same place at the same time. And I thought, oh boy, here's my chance to participate. I'm going to participate, and I'm going to fucking mix Eric Martin's band like he's never been mixed before. And then I get the tap on my shoulder going, Tom Size is going to mix this show, and I go.
Oh, I remember that too.
And I said,
you would have been great.
No, I would have been great.
Yeah.
You have no idea. No, but honestly, no, the master, Tom Size, and I have to give him a lot of love and praise just for the years I worked with Tom.
Yeah.
And of course, all of his work at Fantasy Records and all the work he's done through the years.
He recorded all the Mr. Big records as well, you know, and a bunch of other stuff, and he did so many demos for me. Even that one thing we were talking about earlier, live from the living room. Right. He mixed that. You know,
so, did he really? I didn't know that.
Not in the house, but he mixed it
later.
Right. Yeah, for the record.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a great guy. He was blowing.
Oh, and you know, for a guy, I mean, when you're a house engineer working and bands come in of all different levels, and somebody's got their own guy, and you go, I know this guy's great too. I'm glad to second engineer for you. You know, and I'm always glad to second engineer. Was glad to second engineer for Tom Size.
Beautiful.
But at the same time, I kind of went, man. I would have just.
You could have done it.
I know I could have done it. I mixed Leslie West and Mountain in there about a week or two before you, so I know I could do it. I was, Leslie gave me some great stories in the back green room, which we won't get into at this point.
You knew the room. Tom could acclimate. He was great.
Oh, Tom.
And he knew knew my voice and everything like that, but you knew the room. All right, let's get back to Jay Cosbrook. Jay Cosbrook. I haven't seen this guy. I haven't seen both of these knuckleheads in a long, long time.
It's kind of like that for all of us right now. It's almost Holmes Week because of COVID and just life.
First of all, I'm loving the show. It's such a great thing.
This thing right here?
Well, bring it to the people.
It's kind of what it is, you know. And I try to tell people it's really no interview. We just sit around and chat, and we've had some, there's some curry over there I made tonight, and we sipped a sip of agave.
We got a circle jerk later.
I'm telling you. I've got cameras to
Sorry, I
prove it.
can't. First of all, you tell me, I go, is there an FCC
No, there's
situation?
no FCC here.
As soon as she said the F-bomb, I was like, I got to call the big boys upstairs
There you go.
with that, you know. But anyway, yeah, we're just having fun. I totally get
Well,
it.
this is what this is, and it's just, you know, people love it because honestly, my approach these days is people don't want to hear, they don't want to be talked to, they want to listen in, they want to participate, they don't want to be talked at, and that's not what we're doing.
No. We're thank you, Tony, for finding me in that cave that I was in since 1978. So happy to be out.
Needless to say.
I know. It's a riot.
I know. Sorry to bring it back, but I was a fan.
I don't know if we're going to say, you know, the elephant in the room. Okay, yeah, Paul Taylor, but you know, you folks at home and all the ranches and the farms that you live in and the big city of Santa Rosa and Petaluma and Healdsburg and Windsor and all that.
We love
Paul
you.
Horowitz. I mean, we love you. You're like, you know, you changed your name and that's awesome. And I still can't believe it, but it's Taylor. So I got Jay's looking at me. Oh, blasphemy! But anyway, yeah, Paul Horowitz, and Donovan, those guys wrote. They found me. I'll get to that in a minute, but they wrote these songs in C and D, and you know, I used to make jokes. You know, my balls hadn't dropped yet until I was probably 45. So lucky, Mr. Big, first 4 albums got the best of me. You know, but I was so squeaky clean and high.
Was it like the Steve Perry thing? Was it just like they wanted you to like just get up?
No, you know, they wanted me to. They liked me for what I was, right?
Yeah, of course.
And same thing with. Okay, so I was in this band called Kid Courage.
Yeah.
Gather around Jay and Tony. So I was in the band Kid Courage.
Are you?
And San Francisco-based rock and roll band. And it's so funny how, like, the two lawn ads that I answered. The first one was a rock and roll news out of Sacramento, where I lived, and it said, "We're looking for a male rock and roll singer for our band." I call the guy up, and he goes, "Yeah, we're looking for a male lead singer." I remember, I'm like, "Hey, I really want to join your band." Anyway, so I got in Kid Courage, and I was in the band for. They were just like Stark Raving Mad. They were established already. They were playing, the bigger clubs, and the clubs in the day was Mabuhay Gardens.
Yes, San Francisco, love it.
Frenchies and Hayward. Like out here, I don't know if New George's was around then, but you know, we were playing clubs. And then when I got in the band, you know, we started playing a little bit bigger stuff. I mean, because we had a sound now. You know, I could also sing harmony as well. The band Kid Courage to me was like the Rolling Stones meets Traffic. A keyboard player and soul, and it was an awesome band. But Randy, I screwed it up a little bit because. And I'm glad this happened to me when I was younger. Like some of you kids at home are probably going, "No, you're always a prick." No, I wasn't. I mean, I'm glad that when I was younger. I mean, look, Band Magazine was always like saying, "Oh, he's Kid Courage, you know, he's the star of the band." And I was like, "No, really? Oh, God, you know, tell me again." So I kind of believed in my own bullshit, you know. So
yeah, sure.
And it happened when I was younger. So anyway, the band subsequently, and they gave me the old boot, and oh my God, I learned big
That's
time.
hard, isn't it? Yeah.
It was really hard because
you thought you were already there. And
I thought I was on my way to making it. Yeah. I was barely 21 years old.
Yeah.
And I had this friend who this is so weird. This is like going, especially with this music. I feel like therapist.
I'm keeping you energized, man. It's between you and me.
Tiny house. Going back. Therapy.
Here, I got something right here. Here it comes. Well, where'd it go?
Oh, dude, are you gonna do?
No, I got my little
house fly.
Oh, I love it.
House fly.
Oh, dude, I'm coming here. And
you ready for this? Here, you made it at the door. Oh, who's there now? Wait. Oh, wait,
Donovan Starr.
It's Dan. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun? That would have blown all of your minds, wouldn't it, if I would have Donovan here?
I've been thinking about somewhere to live. thinking. I know you're listening at home, Donovan. You're going, always a prick. Always a prick. Anyway, so I was living with this woman, and we were living in a shelter for unwed mothers. I mean, I was struggling, man.
You're living in a shelter for unwed mothers with a woman?
With this this friend, this girl Friday, it was the oddest thing. And then I moved back home after all these years. I moved out when I was like 16, 17. All these years I moved back to my mom's, and she was like, all right, 21 years old, having a tail between your legs, coming home.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was this magazine, I think it was BAM magazine, right?
Yeah.
So the BAM magazine, and I the first thing I saw wasn't reward. It said reward. Tony was telling me it said reward. I couldn't remember, but I do remember this. In the back of the magazine, instead of saying musician wanted, singer wanted, it said Eric Martin wanted. Dude, I mean, like, I was. It was a big pick me up because I was struggling, going back to my mother's, saying goodbye to my unwed wife. No, my unwed wife, my unwed mother, girl Friday. Long story, kids. We'll get that. That'll be in my chapter 4 in my book. Anyway, so I answered this ad, and I was, oh yeah, man, it was like, I want to say, was it like $100 or?
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't have $100. I was like, I answered my own ad. I was like, I even said to Paul and Donovan, I go, do I get the reward money? Right? I swear to God, hey, you would too. You would too back in 1977, 8, you know, whatever. Anyway, hey, was I proud? Hells no. I didn't even know what that was back in the day. So I got in the band, and I want you to shitty chat away and try to refresh my memory because some of it's a blur. I remember all these funny ass things that happened to us and our trials and tribulations of this band. I don't remember. I mean, there was some struggling going on.
Did you keep a diary? Did you keep a road diary or anything like that?
It's all upstairs with the cobweb and the clock that strikes 13 and a piece of cheese. You know? Sorry. Sorry,
I could
excited.
I could add a little.
Tony's over here.
So you know, the first time I met you was at the Santa Rosa Vets building, and it was a battle of the bands, but you guys, Stark and Mad was the special guest.
Was it Petaluma Vets or Santa Rosa?
Santa Rosa Vets.
So was that picture?
That was that day.
With my mother's shirt.
Right.
My brother's red
tied
shirt.
Who is this guy tying his shirt and not?
I was like, what the? And it was black, really tight pants, and David Payne looked like he was like mini Kiss.
Yeah.
No offense, David, but it was like he had a Kiss kind of thing. And then Paul always, you know, I'm not gonna. We all look like TV. You know, like Chachi and those kind of things back in the day, but Paul looked like a rock star, like early on.
Right.
Oh my God.
I know he looked like Paul Stanley.
Yeah, he looked like Paul Stanley.
People mistook him. He walked through Winterland one time, and somebody thought he was Paul Stanley.
I'm sure you used that little tidbit of information. But Paul, and so for me it was Paul Taylor. Let's just say Taylor from now on. Let's just do it because it's Marked in Stone now. He's a made man. He was a winger. He wrote all these hit songs. It shall be known as Taylor. Forever known. So it's Paul Taylor, Donovan Stark, Brian Stark. Oh my God. He was a keyboard player too.
Yeah.
I thought I was actually subdued back then. I mean, really, I always had this crazy streak, but Brian was the cut up.
Yeah.
He was the Jerry Lewis of the band. I mean, we did photo sessions, and the guy, I'm going, God, I hope this is going to be okay. This is my only plaid shirt that I own. You know, I had a plaid shirt and Levi 501s and duct taped like Adidas shell top shoes that were had nurses tape.
Kind of a skater look.
Oh, skater, poor skater.
Poor skater look.
The poor man skater.
Poor man skater. That's a great look.
Yeah, and Brian Stark, we're all getting ready for this like impromptu in the street photo session. I look over and I'm like, the guy's wearing a Superman costume.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. I was like, all of a sudden, I looked like I was wearing a suit. You know,
that might be in here, as I recall. It might be. You know, maybe we should actually take a moment and refresh our minds with some more Stark Raving Man.
Yeah, this
shall we? Shall we?
Yeah,
this was called Somewhere to Live.
Yeah.
Somewhere to Live.
And this is Donovan singing.
Oh, first of all, he's a great songwriter, great singer. He was the leader of our band. He was the icon of
he was the business
Stark Raving
man.
Mad.
Yeah. Well, it's going to come at you right now.
Awesome.
And Dave Payne on the bass, I think, right?
Awesome. Yeah.
I've been thinking about somewhere to live, somewhere to go. I thought I'd live in a big white palace, but I don't know. Something happening to me, I want you to know. You're where I want to be, wherever I go. Well, I've been moving around from place to place, but I don't care. I have not found the land that suits my taste, not anywhere. Something happening to me, I want you to know. You're where I wanna be, wherever I go. And I wanna see you in my life every day. I want you to live with me, in love in every way. I remember holding you in my arms yesterday. Telling you not to leave me, and don't ever go away.
I was lost in space. It took me a while to get back. I was down there trying to fix those turbo thrusters. You saw me down there before we started off the show. Was that a good thing? I know I saw. I checked in a little bit. There was so much fun stuff in our first episode we did. We had to do another one and then another one, and so that was really super fun for me to go back and edit that. And believe me, I was laughing like crazy as I was editing that little piece up, reminding me how much fun we had together. What am I forgetting over here? That's right. That I am once again unofficially sponsored by Little Something, and there we go. Thank you all for being here, my friends. Let me collect myself. I got a little sidetracked on that extended thing we just did, didn't I? But you know what? I have a purpose. I'm a man on a mission. I'm up here in space, going across the skies, looking down on everybody, and I'm thinking, well, where do I go next? But you know what? I don't want to go anywhere next because I want to pay some respects right now as Donovan is with us as well, and let everybody know that we lost a drummer within Stark Raving Mad, and I meant to actually start off the show here with this in mind rather than bust straight into a show, which sometimes I do. So I want to back up a second and read. I'm going to dedicate this show tonight to Rick Romano. Rick Romano was the drummer in Stark Raving Mad, and I appreciate you, Donovan, so much for bringing that information forward that he had passed last Friday during I guess a heart bypass surgery. So it's a loss for all of us. It was rather fortuitous that I was already in the middle of putting this show together with the Stark Raving Mad material and the Eric Martin material, and so to have this happen all at once, it's amazing how things happen. But at the same time, I just want to wish everybody, some deep thoughts in that direction. Rick Romano, playing drums for Stark Raving Mad, miss you much. I didn't know him personally, but I tell you, I feel like I did through my connection with the music, through Donovan, through Stark Raving Mad, through Eric Martin. So, we can put some thoughts out in their mind tonight that it's a beautiful thing we're experiencing together tonight. And I want to spend a little bit of time tonight thinking that this show is actually dedicated to Rick Romano. And we'll carry on with that with some laughs and some more music and all kinds of good stuff, because that's what I want. I hope somebody laughs at when I pass. I really do. I really do. I want some good jokes to be told and all of that. All right, my friends. All right, I fixed my turbo thrusters. I don't think there'll be an issue anymore. I am now flying high. Let me get a better view over here. My windows are a little foggy tonight because of that. And I know if I look down there far enough in outer space that I'm going to be able to, hey, you know what? Hey, wait a minute. I know where I'm at. Hang on. I have an idea. You with me? You with me on this? I got a creative idea. These things happen to me from time to time. They happen. You know what? This whole evening has inspired me, and I'm flying right now at a very suspect time, and I'm thinking this is a perfect opportunity for me maybe to, shall I reach down and abduct somebody off the planet and bring them up here with us tonight? Is that even a possibility? What do you think? If I got to go on this? Like I said, my thrusters have been a little, and my time lapse and my space-time continuum is a little out of sync tonight. But I'm thinking. Let me check over here and see how the space-time continuum is working. I think I'm going to be all right. I'm thinking right now that if I work at it really hard, I can bring a guest up here. I know what I'm going to do. I've got him planned. I see him. We are now flying over Sonoma County, ladies and gentlemen. Over Sonoma County, and once again, is the perfect opportunity for me to reach down and potentially abduct somebody off the planet. This could be a lot of fun. This could be a whole heck of a lot of fun. I know who I'm going to do too. You ready? All right, you ready for this, folks? I'll bet you are. I'm gonna reach down. Hang on. One more second. It's taking some real. Let me adjust my turbo thrusters. My space-time continuum is in effect. Okay, I've got a lock on him. He is a resident of Sonoma County. He has been here twice before and is now making his third appearance to the tiny house. Who in the world could this possibly be? Where are we? Darn right. Lost in space is where we are. Where are we?
Tiny house live. Tiny house live.
All right. Oh, I see him. He's down there right now. Looks like he's putting the kids to bed. Let me give me another second here. Yeah. He's doing the dad thing. I don't want to abduct him off the planet when he's doing his dad thing. But okay. Oh, good. It looks like he's pulled the covers up. It looks like he's already read the bedtime stories. What a great dad. All right, my friends. All right, I see him. I'm getting. All right. Surprise. Whoa! Wait a minute. Oh, I've got him in my sights. Oh, what? Oh, wait a minute. Yes. What? Hang on. It's gonna work. That's right, my friends. I have abducted Mark Hawley. Brought him straight into my tiny house world.
What happened?
Like I said, man, I'm sorry I had to pull you off the planet and bring you up here just as you're tucking your kids in. But
crazy.
It is crazy, but welcome to the tiny house, my friend.
It was kind of chilly. Like all of a sudden I felt this chill, and then here I am.
It's an amazing process that happens in this tiny house. But you'll find, too, when I return you back to the planet, you'll be just finishing the story with your kids, and you won't have lost a minute or even a second of your life.
That's incredible.
This is actually a little bit of a gap and a void in all of our lives. And when we return you back to the planet, we'll be better for it.
You know what? I think I have to believe you.
Yes, you do have to believe me, because I have you high in up in my inspirational space station.
I see us up in here, and you know what? The view is beautiful.
It is, isn't it? As you look down there, you see beautiful countries with beautiful people in it. I see Brazil and Argentina and Italy and what do you see?
Well,
He's wondering, where am I?
I'm still trying to deal with this, you know?
That's all right. That's right. Loosen up. It's okay. That's all right. The altitude. You can look out the window if that helps you get any more oriented. Don't look out the window. Hey, let's look over here and see all the people who have just greeted you because, gosh knows, there they are. Annie's there. She's saying Mark with a big heart. Joe's with a big heart saying awesome. Fabiola's saying Mark with an exclamation point. With an exclamation point. Making
There
it
you go.
very, very... And Michelle's there saying awesome. And Tony Stover says yes, Mark Holly. And they go on and on. We thank you for being here.
I'm glad to be here.
I hope I didn't really change your evening too much tonight by abducting you and bringing you up into my space station, but it's only for an hour.
Anytime I can get to Tiny House Live, I love it. Anytime.
Well, we have arranged a few things tonight as specialties, including my, which I'm dearly loving tonight. Thank you, Donovan, by the way, for helping me figure that one out today. And of course, as we'll get into, and I meant to actually do that before Jay Cosbrook played. Darn it! I got my order a little out of appearance tonight, but I'm all right.
There you go. I just see somebody said the elf is here, and so last time I was here.
That's right. The elf is here. That was so much fun. We had you back in the other room back here, back behind. It looked like behind gear, but it was really green screen.
Yeah.
And you were like fielding all the informational calls, and you were like doing.
That was way too much fun.
Was
how
a lot
long
of
was
fun.
that show?
We did 2 hours plus. I know it was 2 hours plus.
And it was supposed to be?
Well, I usually aim for an hour and 15 minutes.
Like
hour
that,
and a half
right.
at the most is my aim. But when shows are rolling and things are going, you can't stop it. It's too much fun. And that's what happens when you watch back to all this stuff too. By the way, it's just crazy. That's our camera. Where's our camera? That's our camera right now, right there. Hello. Good evening to you, everybody. Glad you're with us here tonight. Mackenzie, there you are. Good to see you. The time flew through. The time flew through. What? I mixed up. Either way, it's my job. I can be mixed up if I want to. It's the altitude.
How high are we?
Well, dude, I gotta tell you, man.
That question, right?
I gotta tell you, man.
That question.
Child of the 70s, man.
Good
morning, Tammy Bell. I've got something for you right here, Tammy. You ready?
Good morning!
Morning. Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
That's for you. I realize a lot of people watching us aren't always in the same time and space we are. I mean, we may be up in space right now, and there is no night and day and morning in space, so I forget about these things. And so I really wanted to pay a special attention to my friends who are actually waking up with us this morning on Tiny House Live, and that's got to be an interesting experience right there.
One thing that as I'm watching a lot of the people that are connecting with the Tiny House Live,
we love you.
I have to tell you, I guess this is July, right?
Yes.
Okay, so back in May, went and did a couple shows with Eric. The subject of tonight's show, and they were in Florida. And I got to tell you, and we had this discussion at other times, but to everybody on here who, the fans of Mr. Martin, his fans are incredible, right?
They really are.
I mean, it's like you go out and when you're signing the autographs, Eric's signing autographs and stuff, and you're asking them where they came from. And like I have to, I flew 5 hours to get there, right?
Yeah.
Some of them drove 12 hours to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, nothing but respect and love for the EM fans.
I'm telling you,
it's crazy. And every show, even if you're playing similar songs, they're different. Everyone's different because the crowd, it's the interactions, right?
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. So it's like as I see these names, a lot of them. That's where I've met them.
I'm sure you probably have,
which is crazy, and it's not just one show. You'll see them at many shows.
I feel like we're on one long show here together, my friends,
Yeah.
and that's been the Tiny House has become kind of a bit of a connecting thread through fans
100%.
for Eric and yourself.
100%.
And it's just a wonderful thing that we gather on Wednesdays, and I always include what I call my Eric Martin moment, where I'll take something that, and usually it's something that comes from the She Devils group. Thank you everybody who participates in that and admin on that. Because I pull stuff off of that for the Tiny House Live show, and it's just fun to share stuff, and And that's what really this is all about, is really kind of bridging the gap of time and space and the planet in general. And just fortunately, just glad to have you with us.
Right now, we're all in the same spot. That's
We
the
are.
beautiful thing.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
They're with you. I'm with you.
I know.
They're with us.
It doesn't matter where we are, what time it is. It doesn't really matter. It's this space and time. That's why I like to take it up into space and take it out of the, the constraints we have on the planet of where I've got to be at 9 a.m. and where should I have eaten at 6, and it doesn't matter up here. It's just glad to have you with us in this wonderful little place that we call
Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live.
That's right. There it is, right there. All right, let me look back over here for a second as we gather ourselves together. Nixia, hello, dear. Happy birthday, a belated birthday once again. You had a wonderful birthday the other day. I saw Nixia at the Hop Monk with the whole celebration we did for a Ukrainian tribute. That was really, really nice. Appreciated it. And it was good to see you there with all your birthday garb on. You could tell it was her birthday.
There you go.
And there's so many people that I talk to almost daily, it seems. And by the way, on that note, feel free, if I haven't even said yet, please do subscribe to the Viral Media Art YouTube channel that I present this through. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. Set it to all so you'll always know when we go live, and you can join us whenever you can or whenever you want.
They have to hit that like button, too.
Yeah, that like button. Give it the likes.
A big thumbs up.
It matters, because as I get closer to being legitimate,
You're legit.
I'm trying, man.
You're too legit.
Am I too legit? No, I'm not legit enough, because I need to be able to set up my YouTube content creators program and my Patreon, so people will actually be able to subscribe to my channel. I can offer them special shows that they wouldn't ordinarily see.
Or special songs that maybe were after the show ended, right?
Oh, special content like
You know what I'm
outtakes.
saying? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I see.
I can see that happening.
A whole second show that would happen just for your YouTube
The show
subscribers.
after the show.
The show after the post show. The post show, just like they do on the Giants games. Oh, you watch baseball at all?
I do. But I am an Oakland Athletics fan from youth.
Oh, I'm a Giants fan. Have we got a problem?
No, we don't, because it's funny. My parents are from the East Bay, but for some reason they adopted the teams on the other side. But I adopted the East Bay teams as a child, and I've kept them my whole life. And so we just tease each other a lot, and and I congratulate them that after almost my whole lifetime that they finally won something in San Francisco, something that my team did back in the 70s, like 3 times in a row. Anyway, you can see how my family.
I know, I can see that,
and it's all good fun. I'm just happy. 2 things that bring so much joy in life: music and sports, because they bring people together. They really do. It's like you can be at a sporting event and you're high-fiving after a touchdown with somebody that maybe you would never talk to anywhere else in life. Yeah. And it's the same thing at a concert. They're playing songs and you're just looking around and everybody is there just enjoying.
Yeah.
And there's so few things in life. When you're on the freeway, no one's enjoying.
No. Then why is it when I go to a baseball game, I'm always sitting next to the guy who's going, "Hey, Ray, your listeners suck"? Why is it I'm always sitting next to that guy?
Well, and it is hard because.
And more importantly, why do baseball players spit?
Well, sunflower seeds.
It is sunflower seeds. Why do they eat so many sunflower seeds, Mark?
Wow.
These are questions I don't think we'll actually get the answers to. As you can see what we know about sports in general. Not the real ones. But either way, Donovan Stark just said something over here. What did he say? Yes, next thing you just said, "Go Giants," and I'm a believer. I'm not. I can't say it's my team. I'm not part of the team.
Well, but you are. If you love them, they're your team.
I tune in every day and watch them lose.
That's my mom. If they're not playing well, she goes, "Wow, they didn't win again."
They didn't win again. Maybe tomorrow.
But she always has her favorite player, and
I do too. I guess I don't know.
That's a good thing about being an A's fan, is that you have a favorite player and then he's gone.
What happens to them anyway?
They don't pay to keep anybody. So.
I know. There's so many people I remember from the Giants teams. All of a sudden we sound like sports announcers on the Giants games, which I love actually. The guys lay back and it's just great stuff. And it's time for a speedy oil change, yeah? Okay, never mind. Hold on. We've got way off the track here because we are actually outside of all that floating here in space, and there's no place for all that. Let's go over here real quick and say, oh my goodness, there's all kinds of comments going on. I'm not sure at this point.
Well, what's real and what's not.
What
right?
is real and what's not? Well, our viewers are real because they're commenting over here and faster than I can even answer them. Go Flamingo.
Go Flamingo.
You see what I mean? It's totally non sequitur in my life. It's okay. I appreciate it. Go Flamingos.
That's it.
Style of music. They're pink. They're pink.
I don't even know that I'm going to catch that.
I don't even know. I don't know. Either way, it's not really important because you know what? We shared something really, really special. We shared. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? Hang on. Did you hear that? Oh my God! Really?
Ho, ho, ho!
Really?
Merry Christmas!
In July, Mark?
Like,
Seriously?
that ties in. My wife wants to move to Santa Claus, Indiana. She just told me that today.
Really?
So she said she wants to, I don't even know where it's at.
This is for her then.
This must be for her.
All right. Well,
foreshadowing.
This whole day has been foreshadowing. So maybe this is our opportunity to actually do a little bit of a Christmas celebration. What do you think out there, kids? I think it's the perfect timing.
Merry Christmas!
Because I've got a great little segment here. What do you got?
And well, Tony's got a great question.
Oh, what, Tony? Before we go,
and he just said, "How did Mark originally get connected with Eric?"
Oh, well, we were just talking about that.
We did.
We'll get back to Santa.
We did. And
you want to do that?
Well, I think it's a good one.
It is.
Well, the very first time, and we go back a long way, and this almost if I'm only 29. But I can't be if I tell this story, so I must be not telling the truth.
Man.
But anyway, the first time that I met Eric was I had a band in the Bay Area, San Francisco area. It's called Roadrunner, and we it was a fun band. It was a good band. Alan Tiemann, David Carey, James Hume, Aristides Llanos, otherwise known as Eris Johnson. But we the Stone. The Keystone Berkeley, Keystone Palo Alto, Wolfgangs, all the Kabuki theater before it was movie theaters, when it was a theater. Mabuhay played there too. Rock on Broadway.
Yes.
All these places we played, and so I had this band Roadrunner, and I had been in Sacramento band. I opened for this band Roadrunner, and I get a call like a week later inviting me to audition to join the band. Well, fast forward, that band is opening for the Eric Martin Band. They just released "Sucker for a Pretty Face," the first record.
Right.
And of course, what a great record.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good slice of the early '80s. Just well done.
Yep.
The entire band played their butts off, and of course 415. But Eric Martin Band. So we're opening for, and so that's when I first met him. Opening then.
Interesting.
But through time, we would run into each other here or there. I'd be dating a girl who maybe knew, his girlfriend at the time before they were married and stuff. So all that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Then another cool thing that happened was, right when "To Be With You" was hitting number one, him and his acoustic band called the Road Vultures at the time.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, there was Eric Martin and the Road Vultures, and Alan Schechner was in it. Aidan Mullen, he's off now. Right now, he's bass teching for Def Leppard on the stadium tour and stuff.
Wow.
These guys are, and they're doing acoustic versions. Eric's in Mr. Big, but at the time "To Be With You" was going number one. He was doing some shows, so he comes to Sacramento, and so my band Sedona opens for him. And he walks in and he sees me, like up there playing, and we're singing. And of course, Eric's a smart guy. And what's he do? He goes, "I have a song that's going to number one right now. It has vocal harmonies." And he watched my band and he goes, "I need you guys to sing this song with me." It was a new song at the time. So we're backstage. He shows us how to play it, and we get up there and we play it with him. And so now he's got all these vocals behind it besides his band, and so it sounds a lot closer to the record.
Yeah.
So then he goes, "Hey, we're gonna be playing down in the Bay Area at New George's. Come play there too. I'll put you right before us, so you get a great slot." They used to have a thing called Wooden Music Nights at New George's. And so he brought us there. We played, and then we played "To Be With You" with him again. So we developed this friendship to where we would open a lot for him and sing.
Yeah.
Fast forward a few years later, I go see Eric Martin solo playing. And this is where this is going to get real for a second. But I watched the band, and I may have drank some tequila. I might have. So when we
does happen.
He gets done playing and he goes, you know, what'd you think? And I kind of stuck my foot in it and I said, I think everybody in your band should like your music as much as I do. You know what I mean? Type vibe.
Good response.
Well, because I could just sometimes you watch a band and you can see somebody's kind of into it, somebody's not.
Yeah.
But it's like he's a great songwriter.
Yeah.
Great singer.
Yeah.
And so there should be passion all the way around. It should. So anyway, so he was like, well, put your money where your mouth is, and so he sent me some songs and I learned them all, and then we've been played together ever since. That was 20 something years ago.
Amazing. What was the last thing you just did with Eric?
The last thing I did was in Florida, and then he's in Europe with Avantasia right now, and then doing some solo stuff. The next thing I'm supposed to do with him is I'm supposed to do a couple of Northern California shows opening for Michael Schenker.
Oh.
He's got a guy, Paul Pesco's playing guitar, but hometown kind of stuff. He's like, hey, come do it with us. And I said, I'd love to. You know what I mean? So that'll be the next. So I'll see him in September next.
That was the first thing he asked me when I said, Eric, after we did the show, which you guys just watched.
Right.
First thing he said to me when I said, come back and do another show, he says, well, I need to bring Mark. I want to bring Mark. I was, well, bring Mark. It's all a good thing. In which case, that's when you did the whole. No, I'm sorry. When we came back that time, you came back for our Off-White Christmas special.
Off-White, right.
Which is a great lead-in
to what we're going to do now.
But
that answers Tony's question.
It does.
And so our paths go way back, and it's been mingled ever since. And we've just we've been great friends and made so much good music all over this country and Europe and Japan, and he's been a great friend and a great ally in this music business.
I can see that, and the same for me from an entirely different aspect. From sound reinforcement to just admiring the man for what he does. So yeah, there's a little slice of information for you right there. Great story, Donovan says. Great story. And that's kind of what we're trying to do here. I mean, I'm really trying my best to kind of pull out some of the history we've got, and document it and make it accessible for people to find out. And those who are interested and want to learn more about what's going on in Sonoma County, in the Bay Area, and our favorite performers in general. So
100%. And remember, Santa Claus, Indiana.
Santa Claus, Indiana. All right. Oh, there he is. All right. Well, let's have it Christmas early this year. You ready?
I hear him. I hear him.
We did a great show together, Eric. So I want to come back and do a Christmas show. So I'd love to have you do a Christmas show. How do you feel about Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye? And I said they're a beautiful combination. So let's do an Off-White Christmas special. He loved that idea, and that's we're going to go back and pull a segment out for you guys right now from the Off-White Christmas special. We'll have a little Christmas present a little early, and that's a beautiful thing in the tiny house world. Just for you guys tonight, our Eric Martin moment from the Off-White Christmas special coming up for you right here. You ready?
What's the name of the cat?
THC.
That's right, THC. Tender
That's
Hellcat.
Hellcat to you.
The Hellcat. Okay, we're going to do a Christmas song, I think.
Yes.
That I just taught Mark. This is my arrangement of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And you can hear my voice is kind of stuffed up, but I'm not making excuses. I'm just going to sing it the best I can, okay? Hey, the elf is here. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away. Here we are in them olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends like this guy right here, who are dear to us. They gather near to us once more. Through the years, we'll always be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough. So have yourself a merry little Christmas. Have yourself a merry Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Christmas now. Here we go. A merry little Christmas now. Jingle, jangle. Wasn't that sweet?
That was really sweet. So sweet.
I played it a week and a half ago. I was at Daryl's house in New York.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
One of my favorite places, by the way.
Well, Daryl didn't show up, but his dog showed up. Bailey.
This is good.
Bailey. Yeah, the dog showed up.
Bailey the dog.
But I came up with this arrangement, and I played it. My percussionist, Ben Hands, held
Great
up.
name, by the way.
Great name. Great for percussionist. But anyway, he goes, should I play some percussion? I go, no, I'm going to need you to hold up the piece of paper of the song, you know? I don't know it. So I ended up playing it for the audience, and I hadn't seen one recorded. I guess nobody was allowed to bring their cameras in or whatever,
Well,
but I didn't see it, which is okay, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's all about the live performance. I mean, you know, people go, well, I'm playing it for the people in Russia. They can't see it. You know, whatever. I just find that a little weird. But anyway, I decided I wanted to record it. I mean, play it here.
Yeah.
Cool.
With a guy. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of fun. I'm glad I've never done a Christmas song.
I'm glad you played that. I really
live before, but I know I did. You know, I've done Christmas songs. I did a Christmas album and everything.
Well, I've been running at least 3 of those songs for our little promotions through this whole thing with White Christmas.
Oh,
and
my favorite version of
Last
all time,
Christmas. Last Christmas.
Hold on.
An itch?
What? An itch? No, I can't take this
Get his
fucking
capo off.
freaking capo. That's too tight. God damn it.
The one thing.
Here, hey, my secret Santa.
What's up,
Could
Mark?
you possibly get that for me?
I was gonna say, if there's one thing that I've
Come on,
over
come on.
the
You can do it.
years-
Oh, the sword and the stone.
All
All
the-
right, you're the new King Arthur.
All the years of playing with Eric, the funny thing is that no matter where he plays, what he does, it's being recorded, and you'll see it the next day. And it's like, and that happened the first time in Japan. We're literally on tour, and I go into a record shop the next day, and the show from the night before is bootlegged. It's already in the stores. And
I'm that popular.
well,
I
no,
can't believe
should-
it.
Hey, it's like, and then like, there's a really cool version of
So silly.
of Take Cover that we did in Charlotte,
Uh-huh.
and it's like, but it's just kind of cool because sometimes you wish they would just be at the show and be present. But then
Exactly.
Sometimes you get a little snapshot. And you're like, well, I'm glad I kind of have that because
Yeah.
Because there's
snapshot
moments of
time.
like it's not the way Take Cover,
No,
which was on
not
the
at all.
Mr. Big album. We did it more Latin style, with Ben doing some cool percussion, and you have to kind of be there. You have to be there live, and
Yeah.
then when you hear it like
Yeah.
recorded thing, it's like, well, that's okay. But now it's in the moment.
So many
You
of
know,
those
the
shows
magic
are
moments.
like that.
I know,
you
man.
know? Yep. Don't miss the moments.
Let's see. Sounds good to me. Rolling Stones
great.
tuning.
Love it. Keith Richards, you go for it.
We're going to play a song that's a Mr. Big song. Oh, what a shock, Eric.
No way.
Huh. You got any new music? Apparently not. Anyway.
Hey, would you like me to freshen your tea up for you while you're singing away there? Singer dude.
Oh, I thought she was like, hey, would you like me to punch you in the face? Yeah, that'd be great. I don't know where the...
We're a full service tiny house here.
Dude, this house is so tiny. You could...
Wait,
you
here
could
comes... No, here it comes again. Reach for it.
I can actually touch your aura.
Can you? Would you?
Oh, you folks at home. So I hid the keys.
Good.
Now I don't know where they are.
He'll never find his way home now.
He'll be out in his car and he'll be like, "Where's my keys?
Where are my keys?"
This can start a story, but it'll be like me looking for something at the airport.
Oh,
What's
this
that?
guy.
Oh.
This guy comes to the
water boiler.
come to the airport. You know, we haven't been on the road together a long time, and we did like a bunch of shows in the last couple months. He comes to the airport. His bag is duct taped together, ripped in shreds. I'm like, hey, road dog, what are you doing there? And he's like, I don't know what to do. You know, broke the bag right before I went. And I'm like, your kids were probably looking at you going, what rhymes with moron, Daddy?
Where's the gaffer tape?
Oh, it had two colors because it started off with black, and then the airline had to put silver to try to keep it shut. So then we're in Keokuk, Iowa.
Keokuk.
Telling you.
He's played so much.
Oh, no, I never played Keokuk, but like I will do it again.
It was awesome.
It was a great gig. The whole town came out.
Great people.
All the Keokuks.
But he sent me.
All the little Keokuk.
He sent me to the Walmart across the parking lot. From where we were staying.
Of course, I sent him because I didn't want to have, like, first of all, we're in Keokuk. I mean, the hub of the Midwest.
There's nothing else to do but go to Walmart.
Well, I mean, I had to. I was getting super embarrassed everywhere we went. You know, with his duct taped.
Your water's ready. Water's ready.
No, it's very wintertime sounding. It's kind of like well, the horses need to be fed.
It's actually a sound effect I really wanted, so I kind of took advantage to
really? I thought
it.
I thought it was your lungs for a minute. I thought you might need to go to the doctor. All right.
I might need you.
Ready to do this?
All right. This is a song that we've done millions of times before. We've never done it
in a tiny house.
In a tiny house ever. This is called. Well, it's a song called "Rose Alone." I had a neighbor, and her name was Kathy, actually. And it didn't work out. But no, Rose, I thought it was just kind of a cool, melodic, poetic name. And she was alone, and I went over to say hello. I was married at the time. Drat! Anyway, good-looking woman, and I knocked on the door. I just got to talking with her, and she goes, yeah, I'm divorced. I'm like, and I'm kind of going, oh, sorry to hear that. And she goes, nope, I don't need a man to tell me what to do and do all this. And I'm like, no, I don't need it. And she just had so much confidence, and I wrote a song about it. Rose Alone. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works out. I don't have a guitar pick. God darn it.
Well, I got one right
No. Don't ruin this. No, wait, let me see. You got a guitar pick? Where is it?
There's a whole bunch right there on that little yellow dish, right there at the bottom of my monitor. Pick one.
Yellow dish?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a yellow dish?
Just knock things off until you find it.
Come on now. What do you got?
That's probably one from Tim McKee. What does it say?
It says, you will live a long and happy life.
Oh, that's my fortune cookie pick.
It's good. I can't. It says Grace.
Oh, that's from Tim McKee. Tim McKee, you know Tim. He sent me from Mesa.
Oh, no, it says Grazie. No.
Oh, that's
Grace. I don't know Tim. I've heard of Tim.
Oh, Tim
before.
McKee from Mesa Boogie. He worked for Mesa
I
Boogie
know
for years.
Tim
Sure, I
McKee.
know you know Tim.
I only know first name basis.
Yeah, and Dunlap. He worked for Dunlap for years too. But he gave me those two picks about a week ago.
There's always
said,
a story.
"Let Eric use
First
this
of all,
when he
there's a
gets there."
story about like everything. You got a story like everything in this
Hey,
house.
name something. Name something.
This light this candle light thing that needs to be dusted really bad.
Oh, that's actually. Are you talking about the bass pedals for my? Or I talk about.
No, this light right here.
It's a candle, Eric. There's no real story to that. I bought it at Walmart.
Oh,
how about the poker?
You're like Mark when
the
I tell it.
I keep that in case somebody attacks me. It's the only weapon I own.
Okay.
A metal poker.
Because I didn't see a fireplace.
No, there is no fireplace. Well, it's right behind you. It's right behind you.
What is that thing up there with all the plugs
That,
into
my
it?
friend,
Looks like an abacus.
It's close. That's a piece of history. That's actually what we call the rangefinder. And I wish I could show it to you on camera, but it's basically what synthesizers look like before they actually put on analog filters, envelopes, oscillators, amps. It's just, it's a synthesizer, right?
It kind of looks
before
like,
they had keyboards.
It kind of looks like Lily Tomlin's from Laugh-In going like this, one ringy dingy. And
Those are telephone
hello.
cards, telephone cables that hook together. Yes,
Yeah.
and actually it's how I control time and space in this room. I didn't want to tell you too much.
Dude,
if I tell you too much more, I'm going to have to kill you.
If you think we're still here in Petticoat, right? We're not.
No,
We've been zoomed off to somewhere else.
I take people away, and I'll bring you back in time.
Please
not to
do.
worry. We're doing great.
One
We're
of the
doing
orbs
great.
is taking us away.
Okay. All right, Christmas folks. Here we go.
Wait a minute. I just saw an orb.
Oh, God. Here we go. You know what? I just can't get enough of you.
Is that a new song?
Go ahead, Star. When she cried, felt like a last tear for nothing. It's her life, tossing the coin for everything. Yeah. Well, the girl began to see that you don't need just any man. No, it's her pride. Here's a kiss goodbye on graduation day. She always said she'd be happier alone. Woo! She always said won't be anybody's second in row. She's scared, she dares to be a rose alone. Yeah. Daddy says you can't pay the rent on a fairy tale. It's her place. She'd rather be free than be safe in jail. Uh-oh. Make it or bring it. Do what you gotta do, 'cause you can. Yeah. Taste the wine, bittersweet, but the bite still gets you high. She always said she'd be happier alone in the tiny house. She always said won't be anybody's second in rows. She always said she'd be happier alone. She's scared, she dares to be a rose alone. Somebody didn't bring a microphone cable, okay? Yeah. Hey! Woo, Lord have mercy. Taste of wine, bittersweet, but the bite still gets you high. All right. She always said she'd be happier alone. She always said won't be anybody's second in rows. She always said she'd be happier alone. She's scared, she dared to be a rose alone. Red Rover, send my little Christmas elf right over. Yeah, to the ho-ha. Hit me. All right. Well, that was fun.
Oh, that was sweet. my friend. Good stuff. Merry Christmas.
I got to tell you, that's just as funny the second time.
Oh
my God.
Oh, that was so much fun to do, though, and I really appreciate it. And everybody appreciate it over here as well. I can see over there. I got Lord have mercy. Amen. Eric is lovey.
That was a fun show. It was a fun.
It was a fun show. Darn it. We try to do that here in Tiny House Live. Darn it. Oh my God, what's going on behind us, by the way? It looks like the birth of the universe. Can you see that?
I do see that.
God, we must be going through a wormhole or something. Oh, I could deal with it. My inspirational space station is strong. Strong, I tell you, strong like bull.
That sounds like stuff I say to my kids all the time. Strong like bull.
Strong like bull. By the way, I will be returning you eventually to the planet back there to Sonoma when we go back our repetition over the Earth again, because then I'll bring me down. And actually, I want to give you my space shuttle ride tonight back down with the full parachutes and everything, just to make your landing soft. But you will actually go right back to the same time and place that you were before.
That's what you're saying. So it's going to be amazing. That means I'll put the kids to bed.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll sneak to the studio, write a little music.
That's what I'm thinking.
Come back and spend time with my wife.
I'm going to grab you right in between putting the kids to bed and the studio. And when I bring you back, you're just going to be so inspired by this meeting. You're not even going to know what happened. Just like most of these people out there have no idea what just happened.
That you've been taken up, right?
Absolutely. But returned at the same time in space as when you were taken away. It's amazing. But your life will be enriched with this moment.
I have to tell Mackenzie, I have different kicks on. I just got to tell you. But the kick story is pretty funny, and what it is that my son, my youngest son, got these tennis shoes. I love a good Vans slip-on, but sometimes I need like an actual tennis shoe, something a little more supportive. So my son had these slip-on ones, and I'm like going, that's it. Like, I hate tying shoes. It's like, so I got some, and it just so happened that. Like we were going to play some shows with Eric, and so like I'd take a picture of him like at an airport. The kicks are on tour. The kicks are in, and so anyway, so it became a thing. And then some of our friends along the way took some pictures and sent me kicks pictures. But I have different kicks on tonight. So I have the slip-on bands.
Take one off and hold it up here to the camera.
I have the slip-on bands.
Right there. Show them exactly what the kicks are.
So tonight it's these kicks, but they're still slip-on.
Those are great,
which means Mark is lazy. Mark does not like tying shoes, and so I'll tie shoes to when I play.
Yeah,
I tie shoes because the audience is worth it.
The audience is worth it. I feel like a slacker now because I just bought a new pair of Skechers that totally look like they have laces on them, but they don't actually tie.
Beautiful.
They look like they have laces.
But see, that's the ticket.
It is ticket because people think, oh man, this guy's got his shoes tied. He's laced.
Yep.
I want to be laced.
Exactly.
But I don't necessarily want to spend my time lacing.
Well, tweak your
or
back
even
a
more
little.
importantly, taking the laces off, because I don't know about you. Do you untie your shoes before you kick them off of your feet at the end of the night?
Sometimes
or you just do the little heel kick?
Sometimes I have to untie them,
because they're so tight.
Because they're taut.
So you're really a taut shoelacer.
I am a taut.
See the things we learn on Tiny House Live.
I got to tell you,
everything leads to another story.
Hey, I got the amount of quirks. The amount of quirks going. Well, remember when? Okay, so everybody, a lot of people know I play in a band called Hangman's Daughter.
Yes, you do, and I want to give you huge praise and Sherry Phillips Guzman for that essence in Sonoma County life. Thank you.
No, thank you. That's
one of my favorite local bands.
It's a band that is near. Obviously, we put a lot of love into it. Stephen Winters, our bass player.
He rocks. Man.
Gabe Ford is our drummer, and we just played July 3rd. We did some shows here locally just recently, and it's so much fun. But where I was going with that is that the kicks and Todd. I think where I was going with it.
Did you wear your kicks on that show?
No, where I was going with it is I think when I was here with Sherry.
Yeah.
At the Tiny House Live.
It was a great show. I showed it last episode. I believe.
Just the amount of I have a lot of little quirks, that are just part of the beauty of being me.
Yeah.
It's just like it's funny. It's like I have to if I play guitar, I have to use a tortoiseshell pick. with gold writing, and anything else, it starts to kind of sweat in my hand and I drop it.
Really?
And so so if you look at all my picks, and you will only ever see me playing with a tortoiseshell pick with gold writing. I just,
You know, we all have our things that inspire us, and that's one of them. That's okay. That's not a quirk.
We do.
That's
Eric doesn't like a straight stand. If he's in Mr. Big, he has a straight stand with a little steering wheel.
Yeah.
But when he's playing acoustic,
oh yeah,
he wants a boom.
Oh, of course. Yeah, we got to make room for the acoustic guitar. In there.
But a lot of times people would want the So we all have
good sound engineers know.
We all have our things, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And so also, you know what? I shout out to Ben Hands too. Because when Eric and I go do the solo thing and he's doing his acoustic, Ben is a great.
So that's usually the three of us doing that little trio,
the three,
which I've seen online. I've seen a few of them.
It's as much laughs as we have here. I mean, there's even more. And like I told you, the best part, we almost need like a show after the show of every show, because
a post show of the pre-show.
Because I mean, it's like the videos that we do when we're just goofing around. We'd have to. Maybe one day Eric can put them all together and have his own, like, this is my life on the road, because there are more silly videos and just stuff that, whether he's out with Avantasia.
Well, I loaded one down today that was very much trying to learn another language. He was sharing it on the bus while he was traveling.
Right.
And I put it aside because I went, well, it didn't make much sense to me, but at the same time, it was funny.
Well, we told you that when we were here last time, we told you the Choli story.
Yes.
We were in Sapporo, Japan.
Hold on. Oh, man. Poor Mark.
Choli time.
I had to premise it.
Well, so we land in Sapporo. It's January of 2003, which is crazy to think it's that long ago, but it's snowing, it's really cold, and we have like a half-hour bus ride between the airport and our hotel. So we just start singing Choli songs, and that's the one where we were like, hang on, Choli, Choli, hang on. And then it was like, Choli on the water, I wish that I had Choli's. I mean, we were laughing so hard, we were crying.
I want some of those for sound samples, you know.
They were perfect though, but that's the kind of stuff that you're doing. And then of course, any place you visit, it's too much fun.
Before we go on, pick three and do them and do them right now.
Pick three of the good ones.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the Choli's Girl was a great one. I wish that I had Choli's Girl. That was a good one. Another one was Like a Choli in the Dark, for Rainbow in the Dark or something. Hang on, Choli, Choli, hang on. That was a beautiful one,
Give
too.
me one more.
One more. Let me see.
Choli on the water.
Choli on the water. It was beautiful, but you got to imagine the whole band singing them.
Oh, I can, and those will find their way into my lexicon of tiny samples over here, because Choli time. Because things will happen over here.
That's fun.
Darn right they do. And what is it? Yes, my friends. Where are we, by the way?
Tiny House Live.
Of course we are.
Tiny House Live.
Oh my goodness, things are rolling smoothly, aren't they? What time are we here, Mark? Well, you know what? We're about that time of evening, and I've got another 10-minute little segment to play. You know what? How do you like jazz? How do you feel about jazz? Are you a jazz guitarist? Can you play jazz? Can you be jazz?
There's
Come on, man.
There's no jip in jazz.
There's no jip in jazz. I don't even know what that means, but I like it.
And I used to manage music stores. And jip is gross profit.
Yes,
and
it is.
there's no jip in jazz.
There's no jip in jazz.
All the profit was in rock.
Yeah,
rock.
Makes sense.
The jazz guys come in, they buy like one guitar, and they never come back.
No, they never come back. Unless they're buying sheet music. It's like who
sells sheet music?
Stanroy Music Center, Santa Rosa.
You know what I'm saying? But
I do.
But yeah, so
thanks, Steve Sherrill.
But the one thing I gotta say is thanks for having me tonight. Thanks for bringing me.
Are you kidding me?
Thanks for bringing me up.
There was nobody else that was flying above Sonoma County that I could have abducted.
You're like
more than you.
Everybody else you're saying was doing
no,
something.
No, they didn't relate. They were totally non sequitur. You, my friend, as I saw you down there tugging your children and going to bed, I thought this is the perfect opportunity to grab him, bring him up here, let him listen to This Is Your Life, Mark Holly.
You want to see what elves do in July?
What?
This is it.
This is the best thing happening in July right here, right now. And you are a part of it because you're here on Tiny House Live with your professor and Mark Holly right here tonight. High in my inspiration space station.
And we will be back. We'll come get me again sometime.
You want to do this again?
Come get me again
You know,
sometime.
I want to have you actually come back. We'll actually plug your guitar in this time, give you the respect you're due, and bring me some new songs. Maybe something you want to show everybody, or something that I don't know.
We can do any and all that, and
you can bring Sherry back any old time.
Sherry back any old
because
time, yeah.
you know what you and Sherry did last time was amazing, and I would love to do more of that. So,
Yep.
a couple options open for you with your open guest calling card.
Well, you know, it's like the
It's your
world is
golden
our
ticket.
oyster, right? I mean, whatever
Yes.
we can. We're old enough to do whatever we want.
You know, I want you to think of the tiny house as your oyster.
You know, the mi casa su casa.
Mi
it's like,
casa,
you
su
know,
casa.
Yeah, it's like I love it.
No,
it's
well,
a very welcoming.
You know,
this space station is amazing.
I'm telling you, and the altitude doesn't seem to bother you at all.
It's you know it's not. It's actually it's mellowing me a little bit.
Well, that happens. That's actually a side effect.
Look at someone just gave.
What did they say?
Someone just gave me a happy anniversary. You know, the other night. Thank you for that. The other night, my wife and I celebrated 18 years of wedded bliss. So, if you're going, wow, Mark's really strange. She's been dealing with it for a long time, and she's super supportive of. She knows that the music and us doing this and all that.
Yeah. Is she watching us right now?
You know what?
Or is she at home reading a book, Mark?
That's she's here in spirit.
All right.
She might be watching, or she may have said, you know what, I get enough of his craziness when he's not in a space station. So, you know, so she might be good. But anyway,
That's
thank
totally
you for that.
understandable.
She's through it all.
Oh,
She has
man.
been very supportive.
That's
and
a blessing in your life. It
yeah,
really is.
it
Just
is.
to have somebody to connect with like that, I deeply appreciate that myself.
100%. She's been there.
Yeah.
You know, through
Yeah.
thick and thin.
Yeah. Well, excellent, and I commend you both for your just being adults.
We try because we have kids. We have to be.
You have to be adults. You have children, for God's sakes.
We do.
All right. You know what? I asked you a question about jazz, and I was leading up to something, and I actually had a direction in life, and I think maybe I'll lead us toward that because I really enjoyed Eric Martin's jazz song that he presented.
I got to tell you,
remember
it's let's just say it's unique.
It is unique. It took him by surprise, and I
Which time?
Well, this was
When it happened?
Definitely when it
When he
happened,
heard it?
because I didn't tell him about it. As I don't tell most of my guests what's really going to happen, including being abducted and returned. But no, I did. I surprised him with his jazz song, which he had no idea that he even did. Everything is on YouTube, folks, including Tiny House Live, right
Tiny
here,
House Live.
right here.
Tiny House Live.
All right.
Tiny House Live.
On that note, I think I bring you a little bit of jazz. We'll come back and wrap this whole little show up and kind of
I can't wait. Here.
to wrap the
Take
show
us
up.
to it.
Okay. Take us to jazz, he says. Well, I'm going to right now, my friends. I'm sure you'll enjoy this. This is exactly for you, my friends. I present to you the jazz scat singer, seconded only by Lambert Hendricks and Ross.
No. Don't pull out those
Got
cards.
one up on your.
We got plenty of shit to talk about.
Oh, of course we do. But you see, right now we're flying high above the planet Earth, as typically where I
that's
like
really,
to be.
really cool. I like
I
that.
really like to be kind
Is
of
that new?
new to season 6.
Oh, I love that.
But the planet Earth is not new. Yes, it has been
Of course
evolving
it's not.
for many,
And
many years.
contrary to popular belief,
Yes.
it's not flat.
No, it is not flat. This is proof right here, right now, as
That's
we're
right.
flying above the coast of Africa, right there, I believe. And if you look down right now, there's New Zealand. Wave, hi, hey, New Zealand.
Peter Jackson.
You know some Peter? Oh, there you go. You
Yeah.
see? Oh, wait, there's Iceland. I got a friend. There's
Oh,
Carl
wow.
Toon in Iceland.
Woo.
I love it. I love looking down on people. I mean, not in that sense of the word, but
Nobody.
I love being higher
everybody's-
above people.
well,
That's been
yeah.
said before too, but
I'm sure you've said it many times.
yeah.
Woo, this
Okay,
is
yeah.
one of those nights.
This is one of those nights. That's why I'm glad to have you here in the cockpit. I've been calling this the dream machine. This is my dream
Let's call
machine.
it the dream machine.
It is.
I'm taking offense to cockpit.
Well, when I first printed that word, I did a double take too, going, should I actually say that? Can I actually say cockpit?
You said it 3 times.
Well, it's the interior of a plane.
Let's go.
Come on, get your mind out
Let's
together.
go, let's
all right,
go.
All right, all right. Before we go, we're going to say hi to Kelly Shannon. We're going to say hi to Shazandra. She's out there with us.
Kelly.
Isis, the good Isis.
Sandra.
Tony Stover is there. He's
Tony.
saying hi, guys, and cheers.
Hey, Tony Lonely Band. in the
Damn
house.
right. Electric Toys in the house.
yep.
There you go. All kinds of people popping in over here. Let me see if I can catch up with a
Well,
few.
what are they saying? You're just saying who they are.
Well, they're saying things like.
Are they saying like, get that egocentric prick out the air?
Play some songs.
Yeah.
Sing the song. No, Kelly Shannon is saying hi, Shazandra. So they're basically connecting with each other
hey.
over our conversation, which is exactly what needs to happen in
people,
the tiny
people.
house. We are people. Right? When we get together.
People.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to
needing
sing.
people are the luckiest people in the world.
Yeah, you need to.
Right.
I put a little more reverb on you. And I think it
Thank
kinda,
God. First of all, reverb is my friend.
Well, reverb is sexy.
Reverb is Eric Martin. I've said it. I've spoken.
There you go.
Right.
Eric Martin is nothing without reverb. He didn't actually say that.
No. You said it, and I
did.
concur.
I did.
I concur.
Maybe
son.
just a little one slap delay, which is kind of what we're
ask
experiencing
any
in the moment.
artist that has played with me, and then if they want to write on that page right now, PJ Farley, who is the bass player that for a band called Trickster, and he actually is in a band Fozzy with Chris Jericho. We've played together many times. We play an acoustic little genre, or not genre, a little jaunt.
A jaunt.
A little jaunt.
A jaunty jaunt.
A
Okay.
jaunt.
All right. So you
So
played in France, okay.
No,
All right.
not yet. But I have many times,
Have you?
but not with PJ. PJ and I, we have this thing. It's called Eric Martin's Big Acoustic, and we play Mr. Big Hits and my solo stuff. Me, PJ, and a percussion.
Oh, cool.
Player of ours, friend of ours, Ben Hands, who also he plays with Kip Winger.
What a great name for a percussion player.
Ben Hands, I know.
How could he not
Jazz
grow
hands.
up?
And he loves jazz too. And I know he hates that joke. It's like jazz
Well, you know what?
hands,
Before
jazz.
we play this song that I actually have set up for you, I wanted to tell you that I'm just a huge fan of your jazz album.
What?
Yes.
First, do you have a joke to back that up?
No.
Because I don't know what you're freaking talking about.
I know you don't.
What
But
jazz album?
You don't remember it?
I have a jazz album?
You have a jazz album. I took
you son of a bitch.
I took the
What?
title cut off of it just to make sure that no, seriously.
Oh, dude.
Come on. All right. Well, we're gonna really prepare this because I've actually set this up pretty darn good.
Oh, hello, my dear friends. Thank you for joining me. Please sit, or stand, or recline. Okay then, hit the track.
There's a cat that walks on the roof, and he's a black cat.
What am I doing?
And his name is Jack Kerouac.
Oh my God, where the hell did you get this?
Black, no tap backs.
What is that? I know that.
Sugar smacks.
Sugar smack. What the heck?
Fat cat.
Avant-garde.
It's avant-garde. Jack Kerouac.
What am I doing?
Where did I get this?
And when he falls off the roof, it goes.
How did we get here?
Hold on.
Zip tap down.
Zip, zippity-o. What the?
Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross, man.
This is scary to me. I remember doing this once.
I found it. It's almost over.
I mean, it's
Here
definitely
comes the big
Paul
ending.
Gilbert.
Here comes. Not enough love.
Holy shit! What is that? Where'd you get it? I remember doing it, but that is getting now. Oh,
You know,
dude,
when
my
you-
5-day deodorant pad is just like, it's you know.
Lesson to all of you that everything is on YouTube.
What is that? Where'd you get that?
You know, it was an
Oh, you got it.
outtake. It was an outtake of a jazz little piece that somebody said you did, and it sounded like a board mix to me. And I went, "That's actually pretty cool." So,
Oh, dude,
so I pulled it out and I put it on
think
my
what it
pad over
was.
here and-
I think what it was well, it sounds like Paul Gilbert.
Yeah,
and
did to
sounds
me too. I imagine it was a sound check
Yeah,
or
well,
so,
Billy,
you know.
Billy might have been tuning up or broke a string or something happened like that, because things like that happen all the time.
Yeah.
I remember this one time we were at Leeds in London, the original, the Who
Yeah,
live
the
at
Who,
Leeds.
yes.
And Pat broke a bass drum kick pedal. And he's fixing it, kind of freaking out, and everybody's like, no, calm down, it's okay. And they took his time, and Paul learned Fly Me to the Moon, the whole Nelson Riddle arrangement from Sinatra Live at the Sands. And I knew it because I was weaned on Frank Sinatra.
Good. Yeah, most kids grow up on milk, but
I was weaned.
You were weaned.
I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
So my dad turned me on to Frank Sinatra when I was young, so I knew all the lyrics. So it's like, he was like, da, 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 da. I'm like, fly me to the moon.
Awesome.
And it was, I wish somebody had a recording of that.
You could do it, huh? You could do it.
We did it, and it was flawless. Billy kind of added little things to it. Pat wanted to be there so bad, but he was like
tuning up,
trying to find a pedal and some screws and nuts and bolts.
No.
He was MacGyver back there trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But that whole jazz thing, I would love to know where that. I remember doing it, but oh my God, that's scary.
I can go back and find out who posted it and where and let you know after the fact, just to find it.
First of all, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad, and it was really fun for me to find it because I thought I'm just gonna freak him out until
I used to do that. We had a song called Voodoo Kiss. It was like this funky.
That is a song I played from your living room sessions.
Yeah.
Because I really loved Voodoo Kiss.
Oh man,
I couldn't remember the name of it.
I love the whole vibe of it. I went to New Orleans when I was in the Eric Martin Band in 1983, and I stumbled upon this place called Madame Laveau's.
Of course.
And it was like this, the Gru Crux, or how do they say the Gru? Gree.
The Gree.
Right. That Gru Crux.
I grew up on
Dude,
Dr.
all
John.
the people in New Orleans are going, "What are you, an idiot?" Yeah, the Gru Crux. I'm sorry. May I not live long and prosper.
He needs to bone up on his Dr. John and the Night Tripper.
No, I'm not boning up on anything with you in the room. But yeah, so the whole Gree, the whole voodoo magic kind of thing. Yeah. I love this vibe. I walked in this place, and I bought some stuff, and I was in the middle of one of my my relationships that I knew was going to fail. Give me the story of my life. I'm unlucky in love. That's just the way I am. And I asked this woman behind the counter, "Hey, just for shits and giggles, do you make a love potion?" And they go, "Well, yeah, we do." And she's kind of adding things, like Eye of Newt and all that kind of stuff. But and I don't know if it was a tourist thing, and I never drank it because the Eye of Newt kind of did something to it, like bat wings and all that bullshit. Right?
Watch that stuff down there. I'm telling you.
But I would have drank it because I was thinking, well, maybe this relationship might last longer than the 2.5 hours that my life story. And I should have drank it so many times. If I can find it in the attic, I'm going to drink it again because son of a bitch. Anyway, I wrote Voodoo Kiss about this whole kind of story. But I used to do that before, when we play it live. Paul would play a couple little soul bluesy licks, and I go, jazz and blues.
I knew you had jazz in you, dude.
I want to be a doctor, baby. I'm a voodoo doctor. And do all that stuff, and that was part of the show. And then it just went on, and man, I was like, sexual chocolate. I don't know where I was coming from, but I've done it for so many years, and oh my God.
It's a universal beat. Sexual chocolate. Eric is like sexual chocolate. That's so much fun. So much fun. I'm glad you guys are enjoying all this tonight. We're reading your comments here as we're watching it ourselves, Mark, Holly, and myself. Yeah, enjoying the vibe tonight, enjoying the music, enjoying the history, enjoying you. Where are you? There you are.
Right there.
Yes, you are.
And a lot of funny smiley emojis and
a lot of them. Look at the tears and the hearts in the eyes. Rosanna's got hearts in the eyes. Nixia says, "Sorry, kiddo, mommy can't stop laughing." That's a great one. I like that one. You can picture her sitting there and she's just laughing, and the kids are going, "Mommy, what's wrong?" She's going, "Nothing."
Mommy's having a moment.
Mommy's having a moment.
And you know what happens, and then they go, and then they see what's going on. They go, oh, "It's Eric." She always does that when Eric's starting.
I know. That's so funny. Kelly McLeod is dying. No, don't do that, Kelly. No. That's funny. There's a story there with that in mind. Kelly McLeod. I was so glad to have you all with us. I'm looking over here and looking at you here at the same time. My goodness. And enjoying the tiny house vibe. Good for you tonight?
It was great. Like I say, and honestly, just how I got up here is still confusing. But
I'll return you really soon. I promise.
Okay.
You know, I have no fear that you're going to be.
Just get me to the right address, though.
Oh, when I return you won't even notice that you've anything has changed in your world. That's the amazing thing for you.
But I have a little dog named Lola, and she hears everything, and she's gonna if she hears me re-entering the atmosphere, I have a feeling that she's gonna wake the kids up. So you have to really deposit me quietly.
As you can see, it's already starting to happen.
Oh my God!
And it's all right. Hang on. I've got you.
Start to shake.
No, but I've got. Oh, hang on. All right. Hang on. I'm sending you back. You ready? You're gonna go back in time and space. You will notice no timing and change in your life whatsoever. None whatsoever. None. And when you get back to home, you'll be the same person that you've always been, Mark Holly. You're very special to me, my friend. You're special to the entire planet. The beautiful things you do in life, the music you create, the people you travel with, the person you are. Mark Holly joining me tonight. I hope he escaped back there into the planet fine. I think he did. I mean, right now he's probably heading out to his recording studio completely unaware of what just happened and transpired in his life within the last hour and a half. He had no idea. He's right back to the exact same minute and same second when I first abducted him. Only he's richer for the moment, as you are, my friends, joining us here on Tiny House Live. As usual, every Wednesday night. I had something else here to tell you. Once again, let's remember that this show was dedicated tonight to Rick Romano, the drummer for Stark Raving Mad. And Donovan, thank you for all you've done. And even beginning this whole story, where would we be in this story if it wasn't for Donovan Stark? That's what I'm saying to you. Please subscribe, as my note says to me right there. Please subscribe to the Viral Media Art YouTube channel. You'll help me become more legitimate, if that's at all possible. Remember to set the bell to all so you'll know when I go live every week, which is Wednesdays here at 8 o'clock. Every Wednesday, season 8 right now running. And if you can't find it in the moment, remember it's youtube.com/viralmediaart. It is the home of Tiny House Live. And you and me and all the things we do each week. And my friends, what have I got booked coming up soon? I've got Travis James coming on August 3rd. Travis James is one of my favorite performers in the local area, part of the Highway Poets. He was my monitor engineer when I was the house engineer at the Mystic Theater. We've got a lot of updating to do on his personal music writings. He's got some new stuff for me, as well as Highway Poet stories, as well as an update on the Mystic Theater, which you know I am dearly connected to there. So that will be Travis James August 3rd here on Tiny House Live. I've got something else coming up on the 20th and the 27th. I just don't know what it is yet. This is what makes it special, is the effects things happen in the moment out here. And that's not always, something I plan on. It's just something that happens in my life. And if you've watched this show long enough, you know that basically... Wait, what am I seeing? What about Michelle? Good night, Professor. Oh, thank you. And Nixie says Bill DeCarly would be good. I don't know where did Bill come in. I'd love to have a conversation with Bill DeCarly. He should be on my show. Darn it. All right, I'm getting sidetracked when I'm really trying to say good night to you, my friends. Wishing you well here from the Inspirational Space Station. And join us next Wednesday right here, 8 o'clock. Subscribe, hit that little bell to all. And I'll see you next week. I love each and every one of you for joining me, waking up in the morning, starting your whole day with me, all that.
Good morning.
Yes.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
That's right.
Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live.
All right, it's time I'm going to return my spaceship back down to Earth. Thank you so much, Isis. Thank you, Fabiola. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mackenzie. Donovan Stark. Big hearts to you too, brother. Nixia, Rosanna, Aline. Thank you, Kelly, Michelle. You're beautiful people all around the world, all around the planet. I sing your praises. Yes, I do. All right, here we go. We're going back. You ready? All right, transferring back to Earth. You're going to see my spaceship land tonight. Usually something I don't do, but you'll see my spaceship land, and that's my right behind me. Here we go. We're going to land. I know we are. Hang on. Good night, he says. Good night to one and all.
Tiny House Live. Tiny House Live.